Hello all. So today I'm talking about a Chevy Cruze with the P0299 code, what it is and how you go about fixing it. So what is a Chevy Cruze P0299 code? Well, it's a turbo supercharger underboost, which basically means that the turbocharger isn't able to build up pressure. And so when this happens, the onboard computer sees a low pressure in the manifold. It is an underboost code that the ECM sends out when it detects an underboost condition exists. Basically, it's either going to have a leak, it's going to have a bad turbocharger, or a bad sensor and wiring. And so there's a few things you could break down to this, which I'll go over right now. I'll put links down below for everything I'm looking at. But so what would be some of the main causes? Well, first of all, it could be the turbocharger. Keep in mind, if it's not sealed, if you got, there's some valves going into it, there's some different things going on, some gaskets sealing up when it bolts on. These types of things, if it's losing pressure from those parts, any of those parts, then it's not going to work. So the turbocharger may be good and it's just not sealed, and so it's losing pressure for this. So be sure to check for any leaks, would be the main thing first to do. And then some people, after they do that, they go ahead and swap in a new turbocharger, which you can do, but it might not be the cause still. And there's some components that you can break down. Let me jump over on Amazon real fast and I'll just show you a basic idea how much these cost. So they can be a little costly. I mean, they're $250 to $440 for that one. And you might be able to get one cheaper on eBay or something, but they can be a little costly. And so the common failures with these turbochargers, the Westgate arm and the housing. And so the Westgate arm is controlled by the onboard computer, and then it's just a little arm that comes in and out and has an actuator, and if these go bad, then it's not going to be able to open and shut and work properly. So that would be one of the main things. Go check that out and be sure that it's working properly. And then you could examine it for any like hairline cracks or something and see if it's not sealing good because of that, because that could be a problem where it's not building up pressure because there's little cracks inside it. Sometimes it can be hard to spot with that though. So that may be almost impossible unless you have like a smoke machine or something to feed smoke in there and see if there's any leaks. But the main thing I would do is be sure to check out this actuator and this actuator arm, and be sure that it's working good and that the Westgate and everything is doing good, because you might be able to solve some small problem there that's giving you an issue. So there can also be a leak, like I was saying earlier. It could have it could be a cylinder head, a gasket, where it bolts on. It could be a valve going in there, something along these lines. That's something to be aware of, is that there might be no problem with that turbocharger and there just might be a leak somewhere, so it can't build up pressure. You got to go check for that and be sure that's all working good. And the last thing would be like intake manifold check valve, which is kind of rare, but be sure to check for that. But that's basically it. I just wanted to give a quick overview of some common causes and fixes if you have a Chevy Cruze with the P0299 code. So if you do get this code, it's pointing to it's not able to build up pressure. So that means it can have a leak, or the turbocharger could be bad, or it could be the sensor too, so keep that in mind, or wiring. So it's mainly these things. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. But that's basically it. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.